Hi friends, you are on the channel in Fayport Finance, and with you is Ruslan. Welcome to part 4 of our video on how to move from a poverty mindset to a wealth mindset. Today we're going to cover topics that will not only help you improve your financial situation, but also to change the attitude towards money and life in general. What are we going to talk about? Why you are connected to wealth, and the fact that you are overcoming internal barriers that prevent you from growing. How to get a good attitude about money, even if you are now starting to earn it. Secrets of wealthy families. How they teach their children success and what you can apply to yourself. Why making a habit of philanthropy helps you grow and discover new opportunities. How to learn how to talk about money without shyness or fear. Why the path to wealth starts with self-confidence and how to overcome inner criticism. How to stop defending yourself against other people's opinions of your financial status. And finally, what passive income is and why you need it to achieve true financial freedom. Sound interesting? Then stay tuned to the end because there's practical advice, powerful insights, and examples ahead that are sure to keep you moving forward. Give it a like right now if you're ready to take a step toward financial success. Subscribe to the Fayport Finance channel and be sure to click the bell so you don't miss our new releases. And write in the comments, which of today's topics are of particular concern to you? Are you ready? Then let's get started. I wasn't born into a rich family. Money is not for me. Success is only for the chosen few. Recognize it? These thoughts are not just unpleasant, they create a mindset of poverty. Instead of believing in themselves and their capabilities, people with these attitudes look for reasons why they will not succeed. But here's the truth. Wealth is not a lottery or the privilege of the chosen few. It's the result of thought and action. And if you still think you don't deserve financial success, it's time to stop and ask yourself, why should I continue to believe this myth? But here's the truth. Wealth is not a lottery or the privilege of the chosen few. It's the result of thought and action. And if you still think you don't deserve financial success, it's time to stop and ask yourself, why should I continue to believe this myth? If you don't believe you deserve wealth, ask yourself, am I any worse than the people sitting in the VIP area at the concert? That's right, you're not. Unless you don't have their tickets, but that's just a matter of time. Oprah Winfrey is a classic example that a mindset of wealth can be built from the ground up. She grew up in a poor family, faced discrimination and hardship. She had no financial foundation or connections, but she did the most important thing. She believed she deserved better and took action. Today, her fortune is estimated in the billions. If Oprah can do it, why can't you? You have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is your mindset. Of course, it's easier to say, I can't be rich because I wasn't born into the right family. But if you believe that, then you'll have to admit that you can't achieve anything other than complaining about your fate. Convenient, but it won't make you any money. How do you eliminate internal limitations? Change your internal dialogue. Stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? For example, instead of, I don't know how to save money, say, how can I learn to save money? Make a list of reasons why you are worthy of wealth. Write at least 5 reasons on paper. For example, you have ideas that can generate income. You want to create a better future for yourself and your family. You are ready to learn and work on yourself. Surround yourself with examples of success. Study the stories of people who started from scratch. Let their success be your motivator. Even the smallest steps toward your goals will help build confidence that you deserve the best. Every time you catch yourself thinking, this isn't for me, replace it with, why not? If someone was able to build wealth by starting from scratch, so can you. Think of those who order expensive champagne at the club. What makes them better than you? Because their financial cushion hasn't melted yet? But it's only temporary. You are worthy of wealth because you are willing to work, learn, and change your life. Your limitations exist only in your head. Change your attitudes and the world will start playing by your rules. Get started right now. Write in the comments why you think you deserve wealth. Subscribe to Fayport Finance, give it a like, and share this video with your friends to inspire change. Your path to wealth starts today. Money is neither a goal nor an evil. It is a tool that can either help you build a life or turn into a source of stress. People with a poverty mindset treat money with extremes. Everyone is afraid of them, saving on everything, including their health and education. Others live in a live once style, spending every penny on unnecessary things, but a healthy relationship with money is a balance between saving wisely and knowing how to use it to achieve your goals. Money is like a friend who is always with you until you decide to give it away for a third phone case or another subscription you don't use. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same grey t-shirt, not because he feels bad about spending on brands, but because he feels comfortable and doesn't have to show anything to anyone. Now imagine a person who bought a designer t-shirt for his entire monthly budget to feel cool. The difference in thinking is obvious. Another example, someone buys coffee for 500 rubles every day and then complains that money is somehow not enough. It's not about coffee, it's about lack of awareness. Why is a healthy relationship with money important? It's stress-free. You understand where your money goes and manage it, not the other way around. It helps you respect money. You begin to appreciate every penny you earn and use it wisely. Mindset builds confidence. You know that your activities and savings are getting in the way of your advancement, and you don't spend on fleeting desires. Tips for developing a healthy relationship with money. Analyze your spending. Calculate where your money has gone in the last month. You'd be surprised how much is spent on impulse purchases. Focus on the benefit. Before you buy, ask yourself, is this item really going to improve my life, or is it a momentary weakness? Learn gratitude. Appreciate money for what it can do for you. For example, provide an education, create a safety cushion, or open up opportunities for growth. Set goals. Instead of just earning and spending, determine where you want to put your money. Investing, traveling, studying. Of course, you can continue to think that money is evil, especially when you see others have it. But then, you have to live with the idea that there is not much evil in your life. Money is not an enemy. It is rather a capricious friend who comes when you invite it sensibly and disappears if it is wasted on nonsense. A kind of useless exerciser, then called a hanger-on. A healthy relationship with money starts with understanding. It works for you when you use it wisely. It's not about limiting yourself. It's about choosing to invest in your dreams rather than impulsive desires. Get started today. Review your recent expenses and think about which ones were really important and which ones were just fun and emptying your wallet. Write in the comments what you're willing to change in your approach to money. Subscribe to Infoport Finance. Like and share this video with your friends to move towards financial freedom together. Wealth is not just about money, it is about thinking and knowledge that is passed on from generation to generation. Wealthy families understand, simply leaving an inheritance is not enough if descendants do not know how to handle it. That's why they teach their children financial literacy, responsibility, and a growth mindset from childhood. While in wealthy families, children know how assets work. In ordinary families, children are often confronted with the reality of money for the first time, such as the phrase, "Do you think money grows on trees?" The secret of rich families is simple. They start their children's education by talking about capital, assets, and dividends. But in our families, education starts with phrases like, "How long can you leave the lights on? What am I, a millionaire?" The Rockefeller and Rothschild families are a memorable example of the importance of learning about finance. Their children learn from an early age how to manage money, understand investments, and realize the value of money. What about us? Many of us only realize as adults that utilities are not a bonus for the government, but part of an expense that needs to be planned for. Another example, the rich often give their children the family's pocket money, but not just for fun, but by teaching them how to use it. For example, the child has to decide that some of it can be spent, some of it can be put aside, some of it can be invested. This teaches awareness and planning from a young age. Of course, they have it simple. They teach children how to handle capital. But how do we do it? Children only learn about money when they first hear that a bank card is not a magic wand, and that's where the money runs out. Tips for success. Explain where money comes from. Tell children, or yourself, that money is earned through hard work, and teach them to respect that work. Show them how to spend wisely. For example, give them pocket money and help them divide it between spending, saving, and charity. Introduce simple financial rules. Discuss what a budget is, why it's important to save, and how saving allows you to achieve big goals. Be careful. If children take your advice wisely, they will copy your behavior. In rich families, children are taught to invest. In ours, they prove that saving money on everything is also a skill, especially on ice cream. Why do you need 2 balls? Financial thinking starts in childhood, but it's never too late to retrain yourself. Even if you didn't grow up in a family that talks about money, you can be the person who starts to pass this knowledge on. If you have children, start explaining the basics of financial literacy to them today. If you don't have children, start with yourself to succeed. Tell yourself that money doesn't grow on trees and that planning is the key. Share in the comments what you were taught as a child about money and what you want to change in the future. Subscribe to Infoport Finance, give it a like, and share this video with your friends to create a financially literate generation together. Charity is more than just helping others. It creates a sense of abundance. You realize that you have enough to share. Rich people have long understood this principle and make it a part of their lives. It's not about giving your last. It's about understanding that money is energy that comes back. The more you do good, the more you feel in return, even if not always in money. Helping others is like feeding pigeons. It seems like a small thing at first, but then you realize you've made the world a little better and maybe earned a few grateful feathered friends. Warren Buffett donates billions of dollars to charity while remaining one of the richest people in the world. He does not consider this money lost, but, on the contrary, says that it is the best way to invest in the future. Now imagine a person who sits and thinks, when I have $1 billion, I too will start supporting and helping those in need. In the meantime, let the rich do it. But the rich didn't start with billions, but with the fact that they were stronger at the time. Why is philanthropy so important? It creates a sense of abundance. When you give, you start to feel like you have enough. It's self-confidence. By helping others, you become part of something bigger and feel that your contribution is important. It inspires others. Seeing your example, those around you also begin to feel and amplify the ripple effect. Of course you can say, well, what can I do with my paycheck? Let the billionaires donate. But remember that Warren Buffett started donating when he wasn't a billionaire yet, because he started sharing. The universe paid him back for the good, helped him make billions. Tips to get you started in the evening. Allocate 1% of your income to charity. This could be helping those in need, supporting charities, or even just buying groceries for local shelters. Pay attention to what is close to you. Think about what is important to you. Helping animals, education, healthcare, or the environment. Involve others. Share your initiatives with friends and family. Maybe someone else will decide to get involved. Don't be afraid of small things. Even a small contribution is important. You don't have to wait until you have $1 million in your account to start sharing. Giving to charity is like subscribing to a streaming service. The only difference is that instead of streaming shows, you're investing in someone's hope and happiness. Starting with small steps, you will notice how philanthropy not only helps others, but also makes you stronger. It builds confidence that the money is not just working for your account, but for the common good. Try it today. Choose one way to help a person or charity. Write in the comments how you think you should start and what inspires you. Subscribe to Infoport Finance, give a like, and share this video with your friends. May the world be a better place because of our combined efforts. Money is one of the most difficult topics to discuss. Many people consider talking about finances as something uncomfortable or even taboo. But here's the paradox. The less you talk about money, the more mistakes you make. Rich people realized long ago, open economic decisions are the key to better achievements, be it family, business, or personal goals. Discussing money is scary until you start, and then you suddenly realize that you discuss the budget more often than you discuss the dinner menu. And that's progress. At Tesla, employees openly discuss budget projects. This allows them to identify hidden costs, reduce expenses, and achieve a better result. Now imagine that in a typical family, no one talks about money. Bottom line? At the end of the month, they're surprised to discover that money has the superpower to disappear. Another example, in families with a poverty mindset, a conversation about money goes something like this. Did you waste it all again? Why do you need to know how much I make? The result is zero transparency, zero planning, and endless conflict. Why is it important to talk about money? You find solutions. Instead of figuring out why money is scarce, you decide together how to fix things related to money. You learn to plan. Discussing your budget, income, and expenses will not only help you manage your finances better, but also help you find the best solutions. You rely on trust, especially in the family, where transparency and financial performance affects the level of trust, as well as eliminating doubts and misunderstandings, making relationships more honest, transparent, and harmonious. Tips on how to start talking about money start simple. Discuss your immediate budget for the upcoming month, plans for a vacation, or a major purchase. Be honest. Talk about your financial goals and listen to what is important to others. This will help you find compromises. Don't look for blame. Instead, focus on how you can improve the situation together. Develop a habit. Have financial discussions on a regular basis, such as once a week or month. Of course, it's possible not to talk about money at all. Let it go as it comes. But then don't be surprised when your bank account starts to feel as bad as you do when you find out how much went on coffee and cabs in a month. Talking about money is like starting to exercise. It's awkward at first, then it's hard, and then you become a fan and tell everyone around you how rewarding it is. Talking about money is not only a way to get your finances in order, but it's also a step towards confidence. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. And as long as you keep discussing the budget with the same enthusiasm as your weekend plans. Start today. Discuss your financial goals or plan a budget for the month. Write in the comments, what's the hardest part of talking about money for you? Subscribe to Port Finance, give it a like, and share this video with your friends, because habits start with open dialogue. Friends, here we are at the end of part 4 of our video on how to move from a poverty mindset to a wealth mindset. Today we've covered key topics that will not only help you improve your financial health, but also help you build a foundation for a confident future. Why you are wired for wealth and how to remove inner limitations. How to achieve a good relationship with money. Secrets of wealthy families and what you can take away. Why philanthropy helps you grow. The art of talking about money without fear or embarrassment. Each of these topics is a step toward becoming not just rich, but financially free. So write in the comments, which of the topics in part 4 inspired you the most? What idea are you ready to implement in your life today? Give us a like if this video helped you to look at money and wealth from a new perspective. Subscribe to the Port Finance channel and be sure to click the bell so you don't miss the next installments. What's next? Then, in part 5, we discuss practical steps, how to make plans, multiply capital, invest consciously, and protect your finances. You don't want to miss this. Thank you for being with us. See you in the next issues.